Hey, I'm Kev, welcome back to MotoGP 19, where Kev Stone is heading to the Model TT Assen round the TT Circuit Assen, looking for his first top 10 result in quite a while. No, the screen isn't broken. This was free practice, it was very wet. Well, it was very wet at the beginning and into track just dry out. It was all virtually dry at the end. And Stone, with 52.2, is a country mile ahead of anyone else, with Ramirez, Masia, Canet, Antonelli, Della Porta, Suzuki, Mino, Gura. Once again, pick your pronunciation, Arbolono, McPhee, Rodrigo, Suba, and Fanati rounding out the top 14. Sasaki just missing out by a 10th. As we scroll further down, with Amos, Garcia tied at the hip, and Perez in last. So in combined free practice sessions, it is all about this session. It must have been very wet. The other practice sessions, as I forgot to actually scroll through who had made it through. So in qualifying 2, we've got Stone, Ramirez, Masia, Canet, Antonelli, Della Porta, Suzuki, Mino, Igura, Albelona, McPhee, Rodrigo, Tuba, Fanati, Binder, and Vietti made it through as well, along with Kornfeld and Fernandez from qualifying 1. So Vietti actually was that qualifying 2 in the final free practice. So here goes Stone then for possibly just one lap in qualifying, because he has ruled the roost. Does not need to do much. Be at the top. We've got riders coming out in front. Hopefully they get out of the way. It's all pushing a bit too hard into the first. The right. Got on the power bit. Get off it. Very smoothly slow it down for one of the tightest corners on the calendar. And hard on the power. And it's not even that first sector which is the best for Stone. It is the last sector, really. Every sector from now on. Hopefully this rider can get out of the way. Get out of him at feet. Trying to block his teammate. Had to get on the power early because McPhee was diving down the inside there. Could hear that. Even though there wasn't really space to do it. So the front trying to wash out, trying to run wide. Let's go through the double right. Hard on the power, using all the track and some. So is it, if this is around 154, 53, we'd have done it. Yeah, just down again, get hard on the power through the corner. Into the final corner. Got to be careful of the inside curb on the entrance, as it is going to be a 54. We are done. That's just a first pole for Stone in Moto3 by 2.6 seconds ahead of Canet. That's normally the field spread, or much less than that. That's the gap to first and second, with Della Porta joining him on the front row. Then Antonelli, Masia and Arbolono. Then Vietti ahead of Rodrigo Mino. McPhee rounds out the top 10 in the Binder and Tuba. Then Ramirez, Suzuki and Kornfeld. With Fernandez, Aguro. Normally he's been in the top 10 in practice. That's disappointing to see from the Japanese rider. And Fanati in 18th. So for once, we don't actually have to be looking at the tyres, because everyone will be using wet tyres for this wet track. Again, it's going to be like practice where it dries out throughout the race. So it'll be interesting to see in these last few laps if the pace drops off. But in practice, Stone did his fastest laps when the tyres were like 12, 14 laps old. So I don't see tyre wear being an issue here, as Booth Amos in last. So here he is, revving up from Bowl, clear track in front, 11 laps underway here in the Netherlands. A poor start from Stone. Look like he's got everyone down his inside and into the first corner. And he's just going to slide wide, just avoid all the traffic. Rejoining, oh, 6th, 7th, 8th. Everyone down the inside once again. Stone going wide. Trying to go around the outside of Vietti. Down to 9th. There's a Arbolono down, the Italian. And whoa, Stone pushed wide. Down all the way to 10th. But he's got a superb slipstream here. On the Italian, the veteran Finati. As Arenas down in 11th, so back up to 9th. It's Rodrigo and Onshu. Onshu's normally quick at the start. What's he doing down there? We've got Suzuki. Maria's battling hard. Has down the inside, or not quite. That's right. It's got Tuber in front. He goes down the inside. The Japanese rider up into 7th. There's Onshu, there he is, up into 15th with Arenas as well. Losing his brakes. Was Stone. Sloppy, very sloppy manoeuvre. I hope he hasn't claimed Tuber. Wrecked the Japanese rider's race, but down in 8th. This isn't like practice or qualifying. It's down the inside of Binder with a sharp elbow there. Past Vietti as well. As he goes to the fast stuff. Oh, he's all over the grass. Don't want to be on the tight line there. Learning it the hard way, Stone. Let's go into the final chicane. Oh, he gets hit from behind. He holds on to 8th as Anthony Lisa Del Portamino, Canet, Mazia, Vietti, Binder, Stone, Onshu in 9th. I told you he's a fast starter. Left it late on the first lap as well. Everyone going wide. Stone trying to overtake Binder out there. As there goes the South African back by. And right, hello. Is that Tuber? Trying to come back. Oh, he's getting muscle. He's down to 11th. There's Ramirez down behind. What a race. Total reversal practice for Stone. He's having to get his elbows out here. It's all Finati into the grass. He's got the veteran Kornfeld behind, but 11th and a gap to the riders in front. He's cost himself this race. That's all Finati. Just blocking. Into the gravel. And here comes Kornfeld with a dive. Holds it around the outside, onto the curve, gets past. Finati back into the top 10. McPhee battling to be in the points. That's all down the inside. Not quite. Once again, run out of brake. There's Sasaki in 12th ahead of Kornfeld. Back up to 9th then. For Stone. Oh, look at that acceleration. He's confident out that second right. This is such a powerful runner as well as he gets past Binder again in this section. Deja vu for the South African. He's got Vietti in front. In 6th. In this VR46 machine. Onshu down to 15th now. He was 9th a second ago. Behind Rodrigo. For the 500 chicane, Antonelli leads. And Del Portamino, Canet, Mazia, Vietti, Stone, Binder, Gora, and Suzuki. The Japanese riders ran out the top 10. Let's see if Stone can get on it. So Vietti right in front, Finati down behind. God, we've got so many falls happening. Can hardly keep track of it. As Salak in 18th ahead of Garcia, very good opportunity for the Czech rider to score his first points in Moto3. Stone trying to score his first win. Catching up to Vietti, but Fee down in 29th, maybe caught up in Finati's mess. There's a bit of a gap behind, 1.7 seconds. So now, and there's further, Stone finally in some clear enough air to run his own pace. He right up there maybe. And he nicks down the inside, Vietti. Italian shoves him back. Backing up the corner though, is Stone, and gets the launch like a cannonball there. And oh, Vietti trying to go down the inside. No room at the end there, mate. Need to make a reservation if you're going to make that move. Yes, there you go. Unlike qualifying, not chasing the bike out there. Just smoothly gets on the power. Look at the run, the launch he gets through this section. Canet just up the road. Just up the road, we mean it. Top 5 in front. Let's go into the final chicane. Oh, and Canet wide. Easy move. He's got Mino in front of podium in front. He sets off fast at 54.5 for a second quicker than anyone else. Stone has come to play. The race as he lets Canet just go down his inside and run miles wide. See, just setting him up. The Spaniard. There's the top 4 all in front now. You can see it all spread out as Perez battling with McPhee. Tom Booth Amos down. Battling with the Spaniard actually for 25th. Stone on the power once again. Arbolino back into the top 20. This could be a messed up result for the lower half of the points. Still status score at the front, apart from this Stone fella now interloping. Struggling to score points since Jerez. But he's found something. They're using that Le Mans setup. The shorter gear with fantastic acceleration. Demonstrated it once again down the inside the Spaniard. Not quite, not quite. But he's got his wriggle on the exit. Once again, Stone just holding the inside line as Mazia struggles like a hell for traction. Gives a little rub. But up into 4th goes Stone. Now, next on the list is Mino. Veteran of this level. Very good rider. Oh, but Stone has just picked his pocket, has he? Looks like he has. As Anderson leads ahead of Della Porta. Here comes Stone with another 54.5. Pushing like a hell. Oh, Della Porta down the inside, and so is Canet. Not Canet, Mazia. Or Mino, should I say, down the inside. We've got Della Porta in front. We're getting confused there in Holland as we approach the halfway mark of this race. As Rodrigo into the points ahead of Rossi, who can score his first points of the season. As hello, Onchu back up to 11th at a Binder. Corn fell battling with Lopez. Mino trying to get back onto the podium places. Stone says no, and he's got a 2.4 second gap to make up to Della Porta. There's battle the KTMs there between Binder and Onchu. One of them on the works KTM. Another on the green power one. As Sasaki up to 11th. Up into the top 10 for the Japanese rider. Droner's power in the wet. Now, I'm not saying Malaysia are pretty good in the wet, but they have a reputation of their riders being very good. I remember Powley winning the race in Moto3 in the wet. Remember Surin being very good in the wet in the Moto2. So I know he is Andorran, he's not Malaysian. Maybe riding for a Malaysian black team. Stone has got that walking on water power here in Assen. There's Fanati up the 20th ahead of Masaki Arbolino. Up into the top 20 or not. Fernandez battles back. And a 53.5. Stone is flying. Down the inside of Della Porta for second. Oh, he cuts him off the Leopard rider. Come on, where is the waving arms gesture? He'd be singing he's going for number 1 here, Stone. He'd be good. As he sees first right front, Antonelli hasn't really pulled away from Della Porta. And they're like he built a bit of a lead, but it's a couple of seconds. He can make that up. The blink of an eye. He's done it on Della Porta. He can do it to Antonelli as well. He's a bit of an Italian sandwich. He's got Mino 2.5 seconds back behind. He was rubbing elbows with him at this point. The previous lap. See? The class of his own here. Stone. It's all Della Porta wide. Stone got the run. Oh, very close. Della Porta as well. But it's made the move. Oh, Della Porta back down the inside. Stone got the run on the exit. For some reason he's just set this bike up beautifully for traction out the corners. The acceleration is beautiful. And then into the second half of the race, he's just got one more man to overtake. Niccolo Antonelli, a veteran of the class. He's won in this class as well. Perhaps hasn't achieved as much as he should have at Moto3 level, but definitely is doing it in this race, in this season. Been very good. But today it is Stone's chance to shine. 54-1. That's a top 3 on Mars ahead of anyone else. McPhee battling back up the order to 22nd. There's Stone. Oh, Della Porta of the dive. It's not over yet for second. Let's look at that side by side. Della Porta diving. He's gone wide. Stone gave up the corner. Della Porta took the bait. I think Stone has got it now. It's Binder and Rodrigo battle over 12. Fogger up to 17th ahead of Cornfeld. There's overtaking happening everywhere. 1.9 seconds to make up for Stone in front. Just under 5 laps to do. It's two, but what a comeback up to 15th after his altercation. Yondor on the opening of that. Alonso Lopez wants a point. Wants to make a point on Tuba. There's already a second gap behind the Della Porta. As you can see, the track is drying up underneath us, but just means these tyres are working better as they're getting more worn, getting a bit bolder as well. So just proving that they get better with age, actually, in these driving conditions, these tyres. Proved it in practice as well. Had new boots in qualifying, but you see in the first couple of laps, not the best these tyres, but once they're up the temperature, once they're working, once you're in a rhythm, and clean air, very good tyres, especially at this stage. As he head onto the 8th lap, all Stone with a little look. No room there. Back into the 53s, 53.6. It's a 2-horse race here. Mino and Maisie are still battling and rounding out the top 5. It's a bit stretched out, this Moto3 field. You don't often say that. It really has been. I know we have the tiers, like the front tier, middle tier, back tier. But for once, all the tiers are kind of spread out. Everyone's just a second gap. That's why all the battling, it seems to be the second half of the field. So I had the front, 8 tenths in front, 2 seconds behind. Della Porta. Albonia and 19 at a Cornfield. Stone picking up the throttle so beautifully through that section. Oh, a bit wide, a bit out the groove. There's a bit of a camber there that helps you get into that apex. Just wide a bit there. It's a bit like the carousel, actually, that corner it reminds me of. The motorbike version. You know how the camber works. Stone all over Antonelli. Maybe he could have dived there. So he's gone a bit wide. Gonna have to rely on a good exit here. Like he has had the previous 7 laps of this race. And once again, down the inside of Antonelli. Flat out. Almost 200 kilometers per hour. He leads for the first time here in Holland. In the Netherlands. Not Holland. Holland's a region. Netherlands is a country. I mean, it could be in Holland, I guess. Don't think it is Assen. There's across the line. New fast at 53-1 now. Goodbye, everyone. Those last three of that. Stone is hot at lapping again. Santanelli close for a dive, not into the first corner. I'll be preparing for the champagne now to cool down after this race. He's had to battle since the first lap, since a poor start as Stone. I mean, he's used to it this season with how good the bike's been normally. This is the first time as... No, they weren't level. It's 8 tenths, and it shows in the top right. It's all a bit wide, bit wide, bit wide into the gravel. Don't get nervous, Stone. Just stick to the rhythm. Once again, 1.1 is the gap, not level. As Rossi in 13th, still get some solid points as the Italian. The Binder. McPhee in 23rd. The comeback has stalled for the Scot. Around the top 20 mark. Battling with Fernandez. So go nicely on the power. Accelerate away. Stone in by 2.1 seconds, so finally got it right on the left. And for that corner, just down a gear, flat out. Use a bit of the rear brake just to help the bike slide into that last corner. And that is how you do a 52.9, new fastest lap for Stone. He is racing away from the rest. So Assen, 2 from 2, 2 victories by an absolute country mile for Stone. We found the good circuit on the calendar for him. Conquered it in Red Bull's Rookie Cup. In Moto3, and it's like for the first time he's going to conquer everyone. Endurable boards. Petronas split a bike 2 seconds ahead of Antonelli. Barcelona up to 18th ahead of Fogg. You battle the Italians. Near's battling for that final point with Tuba still. That's going to go to the line, isn't it? Stone now using some of the higher gears. But it doesn't matter, as I said, tyre wear feels non-existent. How good these tyres are now at this stage of the race. I can just ease the bike into corners, not struggling with traction at all. Maybe a touch wide there, but still feels like practice. Maybe we've been off one a bit more, maybe slightly more marbles, but you don't get as much marble build up in the wet because, you know, it just washes away. But now it's been a dry race as, oh, that's a bit wide. So you're okay for the second part of the show, just the first part don't mess up. That's a 51.9. Can they do a 50.9 on the final lap? Let's see if Stone can do that. Push hard, Stone. He's already done his best out of the weekend as well at 51. Push hard for that. In practice, just couldn't get that together. He's got it in the race though. Again, maybe help with the tyre build up. Now as you can see, the track's pretty damn dry. Go 36.8, that's a very good first sector. They're barely showing the gaps now as Tuba battling with Lopez over 16th. There's all the bike sliding a bit here. It's Binder and Ramirez battling over 14th. Well, the South African's been a war since the start. And all he's going to get for a war is a couple of points in this side. You can see bone dry in this section. Bit more wet here. In fact, it might just be a point for Binder. Just have to lift slightly because of the tail end trying to get away. That's the same in full wet conditions. There's just a couple of corners to go until Moto3 has its newest victor. These were 6 seconds into the final corner. What a ride. Not the best start, but since then he's been supreme. So let's analyse this start then as he heads towards the first corner. So just slows down against the Stone. A poor start, so looking down the inside then. Just going to analyse these first few corners because it was hectic. So Stone very wide, as you can see. Antonelli and Della Porta battling for the lead. You know, looking down the inside, you can see McPhee right up there. See lots of riders together. You got the teammates together as well. Mazia, his teammate, and Stone very wide on his own kind of track. So that's a slow down when rejoining. And now look at everyone launch it down the inside. Vietti as well. We didn't hear much from him after he dropped down the order. Got Binder, you got Tuba, or you had. So that was Ramirez. Not Ramirez. Tuba. It's going a bit wide again. Everyone down the inside. You can see them all bunching up. Oh, a bit of sharp elbows from Tuba, saying that was on Binder. As there's Ramirez right behind. You got Rodrigo as well. It's all forced ride maybe by Stone as well. The 55 launches down the inside. That's Arbelodo's teammate. Launching it out the corner. Get back up to regular speed. It looks like Stone elbow to elbow there. As he launched it into the flat out. Right-handed in, down a gear through the left. They did able to hook up the apex, but look at the run on the outside. Just gave up the corner, and then on the exit, got a bit too close. There's Antonelli. What's that with his head? There's a Stoner. Someone had already fallen in the back. Down the inside of Tuba, and oh, it looks like Tuba actually got away with it pretty well. Barely lost anything, and oh, it gets clipped again there. The Tuba. McPhee's lost out. And then into the final set, so let's see how close it is then. This pass on Binder. It's all on the exit of curb cam. Trying to go down the inside of the Italian, so just a bit too tight. Oh, the wheel got slightly clipped as well. The Stone going right, but that is analysis off the first lap, a hectic lap as well. And oh, this is what happened. It's Tubo's making the move. That's why everyone went wide there. As Stone wins his first Moto3 race after 21 hits and 11 laps by just under 10.5 seconds ahead. Antonelli, who's a couple and a half seconds ahead of Della Porta. Then again to around a 2.5 second gap to Mino. Then a 1.5 second gap to Mazia. Then a 2.5 second gap to Canet. Then a 2 second gap. Oh, you're running the pattern, Suzuki. As he was almost 5 seconds ahead of Vietti. See how spread out it is in the top 10. Let's look at Sasaki round at the top 10. On shoe with his first points of the season. Just ahead of Rodrigo and Rossi as well in 13th, for just ahead of Ramirez and Binder. As I said, all that battling just for a single point, a couple tenths ahead of Lopez, with Tuba just missing out. Same for Foggia. Sadak in 20th ahead of Kornfeld. Fenati in 22nd. Number 55, and Perez in last as McPhee down in 23rd. So in the Riders' Championship, your biggest mover, Stone up 5 places to 7th as Canet leads by 12 points ahead of Della Porta. Anthony closing the gap in 3rd. Then you got Mazia, just 4 riders in triple figures ahead of Mino and Suzuki. Then you've got Ramirez down a place, couple places up for Rodrigo, couple places down for McPhee, rounds out the top 10 ahead of Binder and Tuba. You've got Vietti up a couple places. Then you've got Sasaki up 4 places, Onshu up 4 places as well. As you've got 26 riders score points now, just 4 haven't. And in the team championship, it's Michele ahead of Basic Capital Dubai. Then you've got Leopard in third, dropping from top spot ahead of Max Racing, and Petronas in triple figures as well. Just 5 teams in triple figures. Has Green Power in SIP. They're going to continue sliding towards Team Asia. Same for VR46 as well. Will catch them. The Snipers. Grassini rounds out the top 10. Ido Austria, Galizia. Red Bull KTM IO up to 13th. There's now just 2 teams yet to score.
This rider has been able to impose a frantic pace on today's race, and now he and his mechanics are rightly going to party.
That's perfect. It was just perfect for Kev Stone. What a weekend. And now, should he save for the engine or should he increase the frame? Maybe just save for the engine should be the idea. Why not? As next time up, it is the Saxon Ring. It is Marcus Land as he won in Assen as well ahead of Rossi. He's happy with the 20 points. It's still got a long way to go. Well, in Moto2, Baldassari wins. Looking pretty happy with himself. As a word from the start of Moto3, and today we made great strides in race pace consistently in the last 2 races. Today, second place confirmation of that. Now we just have to make that next small step to get ahead of Stone. So did everyone round in Assen as he's inching close towards that team leader role. And look at that leap up from last time out in Spain as he grabs his 5th win overall, 6 poles as well, 5 podiums, all been victories. 100% strike rate there. Let's see if he can build on this success around the Saxon Ring in Germany. The shortest circuit on the calendar, tight, twisty, anti-clockwise circuits were very unusual, very tough on the bike, on the riders as well. So for Stone, he knows it all too well from last season, the Red Bulls Rookie Cup. Can he grab another victory? Sound for watching, and we'll find out next time